Hey guys, this third commandment is about perfection. Don't try to be perfect, just do it. Okay? Who's a perfectionist here? Please write it in the comments below the video. If you feel like you're a perfectionist, we all are. Okay? But frankly, who does love someone perfect? We love imperfection. Imperfection makes life tasty, it makes it interesting. Okay, being perfect is just being previsible, it's boring. We don't want to be perfect at the end, but we feel like we have to do everything good, everything in the right way, especially women. We want to be good. Okay, so perfection, it comes with some kind of paralyzes, which is the fear paralyzes. We don't want to make mistakes. Okay, we want to avoid mistakes, but mistakes are so important for the growth. And as a teacher, I know that when my students, they make mistake, they understand something and they can do better. You've got to understand that a mistake is actually just a feedback of life about something you did. So you do wrong and you see the consequence, like it's not working well, people criticize, you don't like what you did or something like that. You have a feedback loop which tells you what you did was not the right thing. So you can decide, okay, next time I'm going to work, I'm going to change that, and that's going to be better. So this is how it works. Mistakes are creating a loop of feedback that allows you to become better. Without mistakes, there is no embettering. Very important to understand that. The other thing is about growth. Do you think growing is fun and comfortable? It's not. Okay, when you're growing, you're expanding yourself and that hurts, and that's normal. You really have to be aware of that, and knowing this will allow you to pass through those stages of growth, well, not in suffering less, but at least knowing that it's normal to feel this way. When you try something for the first time, you're not comfortable, and that's okay, and you have to feel this way in order to become better. Because of this fear or this paralysis, as I talk about, sometimes we fear going is this area of growth. We don't want to feel uncomfortable, we want to feel in control. But by being in control, you're staying in the places that you know. So you're not getting better. Very important to let go all this perfectionism. Okay? Another thing is about the self-judgment. Well, we are so hard with ourselves. We judge ourselves, our work. What I did is ugly. I'm so bad. But this is not helping, okay? Let other judge you. Let other people judge you. And be kind to yourself. Accept that you are a learner and that you are on the way somewhere. Judging yourself will just create some emotions, some negative emotions that you're carrying with you when you're creating. And you don't want to have those bad emotions when you're creating. When you're creating, you have to be free. You have to let yourself discover things, let yourself experiment. And those positive feelings will create new things, will create inspiration, will create interesting composition, and you will find a flow. So try not to judge yourself, because it's preventing you from having fun and being comfortable emotionally when you draw or when you do art. And the last advice I can give to you is probably the best one, like the best practical one I can give you about the perfection. It's to make a distinction between what is exploration and what is production. And once I did that in my life, it was much easier with all of this feeling that I had to be perfect. I've decided that I had time to explore and try things, and I had time to produce. So those exploration times are made to make mistake. Basically, you're just trying things, and it maybe will be ugly, it maybe will be horrible, and you won't be able to present it to anyone, and that's okay, because it's just trying. It's about experimenting, trying different things, so you can try a new style, try a new medium, doing some exercises, make a first draft, destroy it, and do it again. And once you did all of that in this area of exploration, you'll be able to go into the area of production. And when you will start to produce, well, you will have the experience now, so you know how to do it. So you feel comfortable, like efficient, and you'll be satisfied of your production. You'll also know exactly what are the steps, so you'll be very, very fast at doing it. So the production will be a very short but intense and efficient moment of creation, and it becomes satisfying so much because you took the time of trying without judging before. It really makes the difference. As you know, I also have a Facebook group that is accessible to you. And a Facebook group like that for drawing learners is the perfect place to do your exploration. You're trying things, you're putting it out there with other people who are learning, and this is a place free of judgment. So it's just to share what you have learned. So this is the good place to try those things. And then when you want to go with the production, you can present it to other people, like your family or outsiders. But it's just the final work you show. Yes. And if I can give a last advice about this, about perfection, is just to do it. It's just like the little bird that we have to push outside of the nest. The bird is like looking down, seems like very high. We do have some vertigo, I don't know, but we have to push the bird. So if you're trying to be perfect, you're like afraid to jump. But push yourself and you'll fly. I'm telling you, you'll find a way. And finally, in the beginning, maybe you'll fly in a messy way, but eventually you'll find a good way. So you just have to start and throw it, just jump in the void, and you'll finally be able to become good. So forget about perfection and just do it.